Hi Gemini, this is Leah at Astrology. If you would like a reading with me, you can contact me at www.freshastrology.com. If you would like a life coaching session, you can go to that same web address to purchase that. If you want to become a member of our tribe, go to www.tribetripsandretreats.com. Tribe is set up to support and guide, the core mission is to support and guide women in midlife into kind of a self-reinvention phase in which you might be thinking about starting your own business or taking your business to the next level. That's our core mission. We tend to have more than one type in our tribe, so no one's excluded. But if you want to be in our tribe, come get on our mailing list. So, Gemini, we're taking a sneak peek at the coming year, 2019. I like to take the long view. I think it's mentally healthier. So we're just going to do a little bit of a longer time horizon here, because astrology really works on longer time horizons. There are immediate things that happen with the moon, and there are shorter cycles, but really the bigger picture has a longer clock to it. And I'm focusing on Jupiter, and I realized I recorded these the other day and realized that it was unclear to people what I meant by saying Jupiter was going into Capricorn. I made it sound like it wasn't going into Sagittarius at all, but it is going into Sagittarius. And so in 2019, there will be a big relationship theme for you, and you will be possibly, getting engaged, getting married, examining your marriage. Issues with your partner could be kind of blowing up for some reason. They're having issues and you're having to work with that, or you may fall in love again with a long-term partner that you've been with forever. But relationships are writ large. Now, if you're single, it's a great time to find some prospects, especially if you want to get married. If you're not looking to get married, then it may be more about business partnerships and maybe building some new business partnerships. And it's a lucky year for both in personal relationships and business partnerships. Now, when I say lucky, sometimes it's lucky to leave a partnership. It's lucky to realize you would be better off in a different business partnership or a different love relationship, but maybe not the one you're in. Sometimes that's a part of the luck, and it just depends on the person and your relationship. But as I said, if you're single, there's a lot of opportunity here, and you want a long-term relationship, there's some opportunity here. But a lot of Geminis who've been in a long-term relationship but haven't gotten married might be getting engaged and married this year, 2019. And then the bigger story, however, is what's happening in your 8th house. So it probably feels like if you're getting married or you're meeting someone you want to marry, like that's a big deal, and it is. I don't mean to diminish that. But astrologically, in terms of the strong pull of what's calling you to grow and mature, has to do with 8th house matters. So this can be psychology, this can be financial, this can be intimacy, developing intimacy, and sometimes facing your dark side, sometimes facing your darkest fears, especially with Pluto here. So it's about maybe coping with some fear of death, maybe coping with some fear of intimacy, maybe coping with some fear of what it is to lose money. Some people are scared, like sometimes the blockage some people have with money is because we all have psychological blockages around money of some level, some type. There are a few people on the planet who are just totally clean, no blockage at all with money. But everybody's got some little remnant of a fear or a belief around money that could be kind of cleaned up if examined. And for Geminis, there could be some established fear from past events around the loss of money. And so some people, the weird fear is, if I make money, I'm only going to lose it. And so then there's this blockage around making money. So because somebody might fear losing it so much, they actually sometimes get in their own way around making money or allowing money to come in. So, and then the same thing around death. If somebody's had some darker times where, you know, loved ones have died or something, or maybe it just that you don't know where it comes from, it's maybe examining how you view life and death and coming to terms and kind of making friends with that fear, you know, embracing it rather than trying to push it away, because we can never really push what's a part of us away. So if there's a piece of you, you know, like from the pieces I tend to think of in terms of ages that we've been. So if when you were younger, you know, a parent died or something bad happened like that, that piece of you that was that age is still in there remembering that traumatic event. And the more you push that part of you, just as just a child, the piece of you as a child away, the more isolated and scared it gets. You know, it just wants comfort. It wants to know everything's going to be okay. So you can actually provide that to yourself and to that part of you. You know, because not all of you is 6 years old or 12 years old. You can take your 30-year-old self, 40-year-old self, 50-year-old self and talk to that and embrace that part of you that's scared. And it's not to be feared. That part of you is not to be feared. That part of you is the part of you that's scared. So it takes maybe some coaching, maybe going to a therapist, maybe doing a lot of self-help reading to understand how to have a conversation with yourself like that. But that's the kind of deep work that's really being called for Gemini, to delve into and face some of your fears. But it's actually, on the whole, the year is going to be quite good financially. Probably due to a marriage, maybe due to a partnership, or maybe a business partnership, but something becomes profitable and finances feel good. But I do think the larger picture for Gemini is facing some of your darker fears so that you can become more integrated and whole and less scared. All right, take care.